A year ago, they only lost 3 games all season long. And yet in this new season, in their first 3 home games, they had lost them all. How could they turn it around? Well, a game against Orlando was just what the Soul needed. Welcome to the Soul Insider. And hello and welcome to a happy Soul Insider this week. I'm Lou Tilley, and our show brought to you as always by Foods Galore, and we thank them. We'll be talking about them throughout the half hour ahead. The Soul gets back to even on the season at 4 wins and 4 losses. But after the disturbing start, losing all 3 of their home games. And here came Orlando with Doug Plank, last year's coach of the Soul, coming back to take on his own team. And not only that, but one of the great quarterbacks in AFL history coming with him in Aaron Garcia. Take a look back at a big Soul victory. There was Doug Plank again, but on the other side, now coaching Orlando. And in the first quarter, they break on top. With veteran quarterback Aaron Garcia, fresh off an 83-point performance a week before, Orlando scores 3 times in the first quarter to lead the Soul 19-7.
Time for Garcia, lays it out there for Mo Williams.
That's when the Soul's coach, Clint Dozel, put his defense to work, and they produced an end zone stop on 4th down and a fumble recovery.
It's complete, ball on the ground. It's picked up by Kaiser. Kaiser is going.
And Soul quarterback Dan Rotteball would reel off the next 3 touchdowns for Philadelphia to give the Soul the halftime lead 28-19. Rotteball would finish the night an eye-popping 21 for 27 with 6 scores. Still, Orlando would ride Garcia's arm for 3 touchdowns in the third and draw within just 3 points of the Soul.
Trying to strike here fast and furious. Look at that! Mo Williams, nobody's gonna get him.
But after 3 times losing 4th quarter leads at home, the Soul opened the 4th with a strike from Rotteball to Tiger Jones, 38 yards and a 9-point lead again.
That corner workout for you. There's the hat trick after being held out of the end zone in the first half. Tiger Jones, 1, 2, and 3.
And then when they needed it most, the Soul defense stepped up again.
Throws it underneath and it's picked off at the goal line. Intercepted by Romaine. A little payback perhaps, and he's still going. There's the convoy for him. Nobody's going to touch him all the way to the end zone.
Philly would then manage the clock and seal it with a Derrick Ross TD run. And finally, the Soul wins at home. 61-51 is the final score. The Soul win their first home game and get back to 500 on the 18-game regular season, now 4-4. And 2 of the biggest stars from that game will join us this week on the Soul Insider, and I'll be telling you about some very special days and how you can help some of the kids in the Delaware Valley when we continue. It's the Soul Insider, brought to you by Foods Galore. The Soul Insider is brought to you by your local Hyundai dealer, by Walgreens Pharmacy at the corner of Happy and Healthy. Stop pain. Stop pain. Exactly what it does. Bud Light. Enjoy an ice-cold Bud Light. Here we go. And Executive Auto Body, presenting sponsor of the Philadelphia Soul No Fan Left Behind program.
Scott, he's doing a great job for us, whether it be, the steak meat, the lobster, everything is our own brand. It's a testimonial to Foods Galore.
Service is what's made our company. Loyalty, reliability, honesty. Your growth was one of the main reasons why I evolved in the business.
People look at Chicky and Pete's as a success story, but it's actually your success story. It works just like a marriage, because I still have my wife and I still have you.
Remember this name, Lundy Law.
Bradford White Water Heaters, American made, American owned, built to be the best. Why would you buy any other brand? Visit bradfordwhite.com to find a contractor near you.
It's the Hyundai Drive Your Way Drive of the Game.
The hitch route's on the outside. You'll still see the inside receiver with an option.
Looks back to the left and completes it.
There'll be 2 corner routes coming at different levels.
McDaniel, bottom of your screen.
Up top, though, is Tiger Jones. How does that corner work out for you? There's the hat trick after being held out of the end zone in the first half. Tiger Jones, 1, 2, and 3.
The Hyundai drive of the game happened in a hurry. The 38-yard touchdown pass that got the fourth quarter off on the right foot. And for the first time this year, the fourth quarter belonged to the Soul on their home field. Welcome to the Soul Insider, brought to you by Foods Galore. And I am joined by Tiger Jones, who's a regular on the show, because when you are the star of the game as often as he is, you're going to get yourself on TV a whole bunch. Funny how things can turn around in a week, Tiger. A week ago, 8 days ago, the previous loss at home at the wire. There you were, sailing over the wall, and the other guy came up with the interception. You lose the game.
Yeah, it's tough when you lose at home, and we lost 3 in a row at home. But you got to go into the next week and put that game behind you. Learn from your mistakes. Just like we're doing this week, even after a win, putting this game behind us and we're on to the next one. That's what we did.
Well, think about the little subplots, too. Doug Plank was coming back to Philadelphia, and he's a defensive specialist. So you figured they probably had you game planned pretty well. How'd you defeat that?
Well, I knew that coming in that Orlando's a pretty physical team, and they're going to want to be physical with me and with us. And they tried to get their hands on us a lot in the first half, and they did a little bit. But just went into halftime, made some adjustments, and we figured out how to beat it.
Now, you average 10 catches a game normally, and you got only 5 in this game, but for 125 yards.
Yeah, it's just how arena goes sometimes. Sometimes you get 5, sometimes you get 12. It really depends on what kind of defense they're playing. Zone it off deep, you get a lot of catches underneath. They come up and press, it might be 1 for 40. Touchdown, another one for 38-yard touchdown. It's just how it goes.
That's exactly what you had. You had a 38-yarder and a 40-yarder in the first half. Were they coming up and pressing you tight?
They were coming up, and that's their game plan. Get in his face, get in our face, and try to be physical, knock the timing off, don't let us get free releases. And they did a pretty good job of it, but we were able to beat them. You were the king a year ago. We had so much fun with you every game. In fact, my father pointed this out. He said, who's that wide receiver that's so fearless, dives over the walls all the time, makes the great catches? So here you were in that last game that you lost, that we were talking about Pittsburgh at the end of the game. And instead, Gillian, I think his name was, went over the wall. Yeah. No one could really see it, and they said he'd made the interception. What was your view on it? Did you think he did? It looked like he came up with it. I didn't see him when he went all the way over, but as he was flipping, the ball was in his stomach. Now, did he hold on to it? I don't know.
Would you like to see that rule changed?
I would like to, yes. But really, what can you do? You gonna put a camera on the outside?
That's the thing.
What can you do? But it's just the way it goes. Maybe if we can get the guys that are over there to
influence the decision a little bit.
Decision a little bit, but it's a tough choice, and the referee, I think if they would have ruled it incomplete, they wouldn't have changed it.
Yeah. On the plus side, you come back. It must have been a tough week of practice because, look, there's no doubt about it. Soul ownership demands excellence. I know, for instance, Ron Jaworski was not happy at the end of that Pittsburgh game. I know you had a hard week of practice.
Oh, we definitely did. We, like I said, want to go in and focus on the little things, and not only Mr. Jaworski, but from top to bottom, we hate to lose, and that's the mentality that we have as a team, and we work hard to change that.
Hey, a word about your defense, which came up with some big stops to turn the ball over this week.
Defense has been playing, I think, great. In the arena, you get one stop, you should win. And they're averaging multiple stops a game, and it was no different this past week. And put it on us, the offense, we just got to step our game up, I think, and finish it out.
And finish it out, because they have been coming up with the stops and the turnovers.
Right. You look back in last game, when you score 7 points in the second half, you're probably not going to win.
As the Pittsburgh loss.
And in this game, the difference was in the third and fourth quarter, after the stops, we scored, separated the lead, and finished the game. And that's been the sticking point. Finish.
Do you guys interact? Do you ever step up and have some words of advice for the defense from your veteran years of watching the other offenses?
Every now and then, I try to. If I do, it's subtle, because you have so many guys, that can end up telling you, this and that, especially when you're kind of losing. You know, guys want to put their 2 cents in, but I do sometimes just a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Tell them maybe if they do this, then this is what the quarterback likes.
Right.
So, you know, read it this way or that way, and just a little bit.
Part of being a leader. Tiger Jones, so I love. Pride of Louisville, with one exception, when they beat Wake Forest in the Orange Bowl. But we're going to let them go for that, for now.
Louisville.
Keep up the good work. More with the Soul. James Romaine had a terrific game on that defense, and we'll be back to talk with one of the stars of the defensive effort in the Soul's latest win when we continue with the Soul Insider, brought to you by Foods Galore.
Ticket packages are available for the next Soul home game. Call the ticket office at 888-789-SOUL or PhiladelphiaSoul.com.
Summer's just around the corner, which means barbecues, bathing suits, and best of all, Hyundai's Memorial Day sales event. All week long, a new Elantra is yours for just $149 a month. Or drive off in a new Sonata for $179 a month. Or get either an Elantra or Sonata for 0% APR with no payments for 90 days. Kick off summer in style at your Hyundai dealer now. The Memorial Day sales event ends May 31st.
Bernie Robbins Jewelers in Radnor, Newtown, Marlton, Summers Point, and the Borgata.
Remember this name, Lundy Law.
And now, the stop pain stop of the game.
See him work upfield and then go out.
Throws it underneath and it's picked off at the goal line. Intercepted by Romaine. A little payback perhaps, and he's still going. There's the convoy for him. Nobody's going to touch him all the way to the end zone.
A stop pain stop of the game, and it stopped the pain in a lot of ways for the Soul, which had lost their first 3 home games this year and then rallied to beat Orlando down at the Wells Fargo Center in decisive fashion. Welcome back to the Soul Insider. I'm Lou Tilley. We're brought to you by our friends at Foods Galore, the prime distributors of meats and quality products for Chicky and Pete's since the very beginning, and joined by James Romaine, who made that big play that you just saw a moment ago, the interception, and then saw the end zone in front of you. How did that look? Like a giant basketball, and all you had to do was, I mean, was it wide open for you?
It was wide open. I was kind of nervous, you know, because last week I dropped 3 easy ones, so this time I had to really focus on and make the play for the team. We needed that play. They was going in to score, so I had to make the play for the team. I had to step up and make the big play. So.
I'm glad you brought it up. You're talking about the Pittsburgh game.
Yeah.
And I called the game, you know, with Tom Goodhines.
Yeah.
And there were 3. And I couldn't resist myself at one point, and I said, you know, there's a reason he might be playing defensive back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I played a little bit of receiver back in my day.
Yeah.
You know, I was just off that game, you know.
Well, you don't expect the ball to come right at you sometimes.
Yeah,
you're playing the man.
Yeah. So when I seen the ball, I was like, oh, it's right here. You got to catch it. So I was a little bit shocked at the time. So, you know, nerves kicked in, and I just didn't squeeze. It
actually worked out one time because you were in the end zone, and if you had picked it off, you might have gotten the ball at only like the 2 or 3 yard line.
Yeah.
Instead, it came out the midfield.
Yeah, and it gave the offense great field position. You know, Coach talked to me. I was a little bit upset at the drop, but after the play, Coach talked to me and said actually the drop was good for the offense because it puts us in great field position to score before the half and get points to put us up.
All right, rookie. Local product, right?
Yeah.
Out of Delaware State,
yeah.
down in Dover.
Yeah.
Nice job. You had some nice teams down there, didn't you?
Yeah. Delaware State, you know, playing in the MEAC. There's a lot of good competition out there, and there's some good competition in Delaware also. Delaware, we played against Joe Flacco. You know, Wesley is right around the corner from Delaware State.
Yeah.
So some good competition.
Sent a lot of guys to the big league?
Yeah, a lot of guys.
And you grew up not far from here, right?
Yeah, New York, Queens, New York, Far Rockaway.
Queens, New York.
Yeah.
You follow the Mets, I mean? Do you?
I like the Mets, but I'm a Yankee fan.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a big Yankee fan.
Well, that's the big dividing line up in New York. You're either a Yankee fan or a Met fan, you're a Jet fan or you're a Giants fan.
Yeah.
2 big plays in the last 2 weeks, and we needed it on special teams. You take the ball off the net and you return it for a touchdown.
My first
big breakthrough for you.
Yeah, first one. I was actually kind of nervous with that also. Actually, my first time returning since college. So yeah, so I was nerves was going. You know, also there I had to step up and make a big play. So, you know, coach put the trust in me to go back there and get off the net and return the ball. And I got to thank my guys for picking up the great blocks and.
Yeah, one guy touched on the way
back. Yeah, it was some good blocks. I got to thank them guys.
But man, playing that off the net, and if it hits the iron, there's a real art to that, isn't there?
Yeah. So if it hits the iron, it could bounce anyway. That's why we have the up back standing at 5 yards, not into the end zone.
Yeah.
But it sometimes get nerve-wracking when they hit off that bar. It could go anywhere, and the defense run it down. They could once they recover it, it's their ball. So, and that could be definitely a momentum swing when getting those plays. So.
Well, we know you have the speed now. We saw it twice, 2 big plays, and this week the big interception return. What about the defense overall? You guys, I'm not sure, but you may have more pure defensive stops than any other team in the league right now.
That basically comes from our leaders, in practice telling us, even if we don't get the turnover, we still have to make the offense work. 4th down and out, 3 and outs, 4th and outs, those still considered turnovers. So if we can get the interception, the fumble, the sack, when the play presents itself, we just have to make it. So I got to thank those leaders for putting basically giving us the strength we need and talking to us and keeping our minds focused on what we need to do out there on the field. So
different kind of football. You getting used to it? The different rules and the pace and everything?
I'm getting used to it. It's still new to me. I'm still used to working out in space, so my technique have to adjust being playing indoors. So
you miss some of that underneath zone coverage from the linebackers, don't you?
Yeah. So in this game, you really have to be on your 1-2, D'ing up these receivers. If not, you give up the inside, it could be a big play.
James Romaine, young star out of Delaware State, making his mark now with the Philadelphia Soul. Big play of the game in their latest win over Orlando to get back to 500. We'll see you again this week with more to come here on the Soul Insider. When we come back, we'll show you how you can get involved to help some of the people by joining us at the Soul game and help some of the folks that really need your help in the Delaware Valley. It's the Soul Insider brought to you by Foods Galore. We'll be right back.
Ticket packages are available for the next Soul home game. Call the ticket office at 888-789-SOUL or PhiladelphiaSoul.com.
Ron Jaworski here for Stop Pain, the topical pain reliever I reach for when I need to stop pain cold, because nothing lasts longer. Stop Pain helps manage the pain associated with a vibrant, healthy lifestyle. So when you need fast pain relief that really works, look for the red stop sign to stop pain in its tracks. Stop Pain is available in gel, spray, and my favorite, hands-free roll-on application. Stop Pain can be found nationwide at CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, and Walmart. Stop Pain, exactly what it does.
Remember this name, Lundy Law.
Hi, I'm Tony Mitchell, Brinker Simpson & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We offer comprehensive financial compliance and tax services. As Philadelphia's leading tax and advisory firm, we let our clients say it best.
Tony and his team at Brinker Simpson provided the expertise of a large accounting firm, but didn't forget their small business roots.
Brinker Simpson has a clear business vision that looks beyond spreadsheets and numbers and sees opportunities.
At Brinker Simpson, firm relationships build success.
Scott, he do a great job for us, whether it be, the steak meat, the lobster, everything is our own brand. It's a testimonial to Foods Galore.
Service is what's made our company. Loyalty, reliability, honesty. Your growth was one of the main reasons why I evolved in the business.
People look at Chicky and Pizza as a success story, but it's actually your success story. It works just like a marriage, because I still have my wife and I still have you.
Here's the Colonial Marble rock-solid player of the game.
Jamison, the center. Snap is off, so's the pass. It's complete, ball on the ground. It's picked up by Kaiser. Kaiser is going. T.T. Tolliver finally gets him down. motion. Here we go. Time for Garcia. Puts it up there for Gathers, and it's knocked down. Coming underneath it to knock it down. Kaiser, what a game he has had from his defensive back spot here in the first half tonight.
Player of the game was the entire defensive unit for the Soul. They came up with 2 big interceptions and forced 5 stops in all in their win over Orlando. Welcome back to the Soul Insider, brought to you by Foods Galore. It takes a team to pull off a big win like that, and it takes a team to do what these folks do from the Camden County Habitat for Humanity. You know them. They're the people that literally build a home for people in need. This is Gene Brooks, the executive director, and Michelle Fox Hansel, and we're talking about this June 8th Soul game, part of their Save a Soul program. And if people buy tickets to that game, what happens, Gene?
Well, from the $28 that they purchase the tickets, 15 of that comes back for us, so we can build more houses in the county and in Camden itself.
And that's only if they buy them, I think, through the Soul website.
Through the Soul website, correct.
Excellent. Tell us where that money goes, Michelle. How it literally translates to helping those in need.
For every dollar we receive, it actually goes back into the houses. So we help a lot of families that are in need. They come in, they apply, and they're not getting the home for free. They actually have to work towards their home. They do anywhere between 250 to 500 hours on the construction site, so they're actually building their own home and also building community at the same time together with everyone. So that's what we're doing in Camden.
It's not just like Make-A-Wish where you show up and talk about it a little more, Gene.
Yeah, well, actually, Habitat in general has a very good program of giving people the ability to have home ownership as far as rental in the city of Camden is one of the areas we work in. And also, too, we only have 1 foreclosure out of 58 homes at this point. So we have a very good success rate of having homeowners in the homes, building their credit, really having home ownership as compared to in Camden. It's $1,300, $1,400 just for rent per month. Our mortgage, which it's all mortgage homeowner based, is about $600, $650 for the house.
Michelle, they can, but they have to go online to buy it through the website, right?
Yes, they have to go to Philadelphia Soul/Habitat, and they're right there to be able to.
We've got the graphic up on the screen right now. That's June 8th. Michelle Fox Hansel, the coordinator for Camden County Habitat for Humanity, and Gene Brooks. I'm sure you'll be at the game.
Oh, we will.
Be there.
And we want to see lots of people at the game
Yes.
to help these folks out, that they can help other folks out. It's the Soul Insider, brought to you by Foods Galore, and more good news for you from the Soul when we come right back.
Ticket packages are available for the next Soul home game. Call the ticket office at 888-789-SOUL or PhiladelphiaSoul.com.
Colonial Marble and Granite. Quality, selection, service, and price. We're the nation's leading fabricator. We buy direct, saving you money. Offering thousands of choices and hundreds of colors. All on site in our one-of-a-kind indoor slab yard. Colonial Marble and Granite. The original home of the $19.99 special. Get your new granite countertop for just $19.99. Fully installed. Stop by our King of Prussia Super Showroom and see how easy, affordable, and beautiful your countertops can be. Visit us online at colonialmarble.net.
Ready for a little fun? You could scratch your way to instant winning. Play the Pennsylvania Lottery's new instant game, $1 Million Match, with 5 top prizes of $1 million. It's kind of fun to go first class. Keep on scratching.
Bradford White Water Heaters. American made, American owned. Built to be the best. Why would you buy any other brand? Visit BradfordWhite.com to find a contractor near you.
Remember this name, Lundy Law.
Soul Injury Report, brought to you by 1-800-LundyLaw. Remember this name. Here's a look at this weekend's game. The Injury Report, brought to you by 1-800-LundyLaw. Remember this name. Injury Report, brought to you by LundyLaw. And with me now is Judy Lundy, in place of her husband Leonard, the LundyLaw Foundation, in memory of their founder Marvin Lundy, and a big opportunity coming up for the LundyLaw Library Express in conjunction with the Children's Hospital, where you distribute new books to the kids there that they literally can't get out of the rooms to get them, right?
Right. What we have is like a mobile library, and they're brand new books. We bring it to the kids that really can't leave their rooms or are having treatments. So they get to pick a book and they get to keep the book, and it really makes them happy. So I'm real excited about the Lundy Law Library Express.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And coming up at the Soul game, and you see it right here on your screen, and there's the website where you can get involved and find out more information. Coming up at the game itself, you're asking people to bring, what, 2 new books?
Yeah, well, they can bring 2 new books or 4 new books. If they bring 2 new books, they're going to get 1 free field pass for any game they want. So that's really cool. If they bring 4, they'll get the field pass, plus they're going to be part of a grand prize drawing where they'll get 4 VIP passes, plus a chance, a meet and greet with Ron Jaworski. Now, they have to know that to bring the books in the North Broad Street entrance, that's where our Lundy Law Library Express table will be. And then at halftime, we'll announce the winner. And like the good thing is, I mean, the Soul fans are going to have a chance to do it's a really good thing. They're going to bring brand new books to kids at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia who need a smile.
Yeah.
Just need a smile.
Yeah. For any of us who have been there to try and help, which is the best thing we can do, you know what we're talking about. So we're asking for at least 2 new books, and we're asking new because health concerns here. We
Correct.
want them to be as antiseptic as possible.
Germs, yeah. And the books should be for kids aged 2 to 18. Because that's the group we're talking about. So 2 to 18, either 2 brand new books, 4 brand new books, and remember, it's the Lundy Law Library Express, and it's the North Broad Street entrance. And we really appreciate these books. It's a book drive for the children, and the Soul is willing to help us, and I'm thrilled with the Soul for doing it.
Yeah, it's been a great combination, and we used to kid Leonard. We haven't seen him on the show in a long time.
I hope you're there.
Starting to take it personally.
No.
But I'm not too upset with the replacement tonight, I gotta tell you.
He had a little surgery on his knee. He'll be there. He'll be there. Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, Judy.
Thanks so much.
And good luck with this initiative and the foundation all
Thanks
through
so much.
the year. And we thank you for joining us here. All our sponsors, including Leonard Lundy, and of course Foods Galore, our main sponsor. It's the Soul Insider. I'm Lou Tilley. We'll see you again right here next week. The Soul Insider is brought to you by your local Hyundai dealer, by Walgreens Pharmacy at the corner of Happy and Healthy. Stop pain. Stop pain. Exactly what it does. Bud Light. Enjoy an ice-cold Bud Light. Here we go. And Executive Auto Body, presenting sponsor of the Philadelphia Soul No Fan Left Behind program.